firm. This is Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
In answer to his question about the subjects.
There are more questions than answers.
Radio Cayman, talk today.
Oh, what compliment for that, I think.
What is happening now? There are progress and
No time for us to stand up to God. Always fall to nothing.
It's time now for Radio Cayman's Talk Today. If you're ready to talk, we're willing to listen.
Cayman Islands foremost listeners participation program.
Listening to the general public, what the public is saying.
Good afternoon and welcome to Talk Today. I'm Kathy Miller. I'm filling in this afternoon for Sterling Dwayne Banks. And we have an exciting show planned today. Our listeners are going to have two sides of the coin, a peaceful one and one that might be a little bit more of a heated discussion, but in a most positive way. So in the first segment of our show, I will be welcoming from the Church of God Chapels. In studio with me right now, I do have Pastor Winston Rose, and we're hopefully awaiting Pastor Alison E. Banks as well. And on the phone, we might get a link with Pastors Thomas French, Stan McMiles, and possibly Sean Knight as well. We'll be talking about their upcoming convention themed Going Deeper with God. And then from 1 p.m. onwards, I'll be welcoming the Cayman Islands Tourism Association. Joining us specifically will be their Executive Director, Jay Earhart, and President Mark Langevin. I hope I said that last name correctly, Mark. I hope I didn't butcher that. All right, so let's throw it back for a quick commercial.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration, Tourism and Transport. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. MedLab in Smith Road Plaza, your complete medical laboratory solution. Call 949-7331. And Savannah Pharmacy in Countryside Shopping Village. Convenient opening hours, including Sundays and holidays.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today, the Cayman Islands foremost listeners participation program. We ask our listeners to avoid statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use any indecent language or make any statement which is false or misleading. Email talktoday@candw.ky or call 1-800-534-8255.
Courtesy of Live Communication.
Let your voice be heard.
Radio Cayman's talk today.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to Talk Today. I'm Kathy Miller, filling in for Sterling Dwayne Banks this afternoon. I want to remind all our listeners that if they would like to give us a call, ask any questions, you can do so at 1-800-534-8255, 949-8037, 949-6990, or you can WhatsApp us at 925-3261. I've conveniently left the WhatsApp phone in the studio with Susan, but I will get that momentarily. And as mentioned, when I first gave the opening link, in studio with me currently is Pastor Winston Rose, Church of God Chapel. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kathy. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you. I was just saying, how do I know this gentleman? But it came to connection. You're the father of somebody that I consider a friend and work with as well here in government. So
Wonderful.
that's a connection for
That's
me.
right.
So we're here. We're waiting on hopefully Pastor Alison E. Banks as well to join us in the
Right.
studio.
He's supposed to be coming.
But we're here mostly to talk about
The convention.
Yes.
Our fall, we sometimes call it the fall gathering, but we have normally 2 conventions a year. We have one usually at the end of February, and then we have this one in September, the last weekend of September, usually. And so this is what this is about. Of course, with COVID, we had to make a few changes. And so normally we would all get together at one central location, usually the Church of God Chapel in Georgetown, right there on Academy Way, very near to the Family Life Center.
Yes.
Right, they're joining that. But this year, because of the new protocols being put in place and the limiting of the numbers meeting, what we're going to do on Sunday is that Sunday morning we'll meet in our individual congregations. There are 5 congregations on the island. We have one in West Bay, one in Georgetown, one in Frankstown, and one in Bottomtown, and then we have one in Cayman Brac. So we'll all meet on Sunday morning at our individual congregations. Then on Sunday night, then we will go to Georgetown. And for the rest of the week, we'll be in Georgetown at 7 p.m. In the morning, it'll be 10:30. The service starts at 10:30.
Okay.
And in fact, I think Radio Cayman will be broadcasting from Georgetown and both Sunday morning and Sunday evening.
Well, I hope we have that scheduled because that's coming up quickly.
That's right.
So I will make a note of that for sure. Now, convention normally, is it a one-day event? Can it be over the weekend, a few days?
Yes. In the old days, it used to be a whole week. In fact, from Sunday to Sunday.
Now, what's the old days?
Yes, that would be probably in the 80s.
Okay.
After that, we began to change. The Church of God has been around now for some 80-something years in the Cayman Islands. So that has always been the highlight of the year, has been our annual convention. And in the old days, as we would say, before we had all the modern conveniences, people would come and stay in Georgetown, even from the districts, probably for the week. They would eat, sleep, and do everything else at the convention. And normally we would have convention both right through the week, from Sunday to Sunday, and services on Sundays. Services would be maybe 3 or 4 services during the week. We would have a service both in the morning, afternoon, plus the evening.
I feel like Church of God Full Gospel Hall does this still.
That's right. Some of them still do that.
Okay.
For Full Gospel Hall, and also I think Church of God Universal. I think they may still do that.
Okay.
Yeah, at least in terms of people attending right through the week.
Okay.
But later on, we changed a bit. And so, I guess people were voting with their feet, in fact. And we found the people were not coming out as frequently. And so we shortened it. And so now normally what happens is we have a sort of combined youth rally on the Friday evening. And many times if we're having a business meeting or something like that, we have that on Saturday. And then we would then have services Sunday twice, morning and evening. And then the rest of the week, then Monday evening, Tuesday evening, and finish off on Wednesday evening.
Okay.
That's the way it is.
So it got shortened to about 5 days.
Yeah, 5 days, so at least 5 sessions. Yeah.
Okay. And I'd like to welcome in the studio. Good afternoon.
My apologies. I have had every intention of being on time, but then on my way, serendipity met me. And I couldn't leave serendipity in the car because it was in the form of a guitar. And to leave the guitar in the sun for a half an hour would have been sacrificing more than I could afford to do that. So I'm sorry about that.
We completely understand. That's okay. I'm glad you gave your attention to the guitar when it needed it as well.
Yeah,
so.
and the guitar was a special one. I didn't even know I was going to run into that. It belonged to my late brother.
Okay. Wow.
So I think Pastor Rose can take care of everything. He's got it covered.
Oh, no, we're happy to have you. We have as well with us joining us in the studio this afternoon, Pastor Alison Ebanks. And as just mentioned, we were just listening to Pastor Winston Rose talk about kind of the origins of convention in Cayman, how long it used to last, then it went down to 5 days, and now we're at about, well, the convention that you're doing at the end of September. We need the specific date for that, and then is that just a one-day affair at this time?
Well, it's going to be this Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday, okay.
This Sunday, which is what, the 25th, right? Am I getting it right?
I think so.
Well, I don't know. Can't keep track of it. I know today's the 20th.
Yes, it is.
Today's 22nd. So
the 26th is Sunday.
Something like that.
26th?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Sunday the 26th, okay.
Okay.
And it's now it's one day.
Well, no, it'll be twice, 2 services on Sunday morning at 10:30. As I said, we're going to be meeting at our individual congregations on Sunday morning.
Right.
And then on Sunday night, then we'll all proceed to Georgetown, to the chapel. And so we'll have a gathering there on Sunday at 7. And then again on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we'll have meetings on those evenings at 7 p.m.
Now, as of today, I believe, because I was on the explore.gov.ky website, and the regulations seem to be updated as of today.
Okay.
When it comes to
numbers.
Yes.
What is the new numbers?
Oh, now you're asking me if I made that note. Pastor Rose, I didn't make that note.